A woman who set her childhood friend on fire after he made what she deemed misogynistic comments has been jailed for a minimum 4.5 years. Corby Walpole had hoped to receive a non-custodial sentence, but was put away for a maximum 7 years and 6 months after a judge rejected her plea for mercy. Judge Jennifer English rejected any suggestion Walpole had been provoked when she attacked Jake Loader in an act of destructive and horrifically painful violence. Walpole had faced a maximum 25 years for setting Mr. Loader ablaze as he sat on a chair in her backyard at How Long early last year. Walpole claimed Mr. Loader had been baiting her at the party before she poured 5 litres of petrol over his head and used a cigarette lighter to turn him into a human torch. He told me to go to the kitchen where I belong because I'm a girl. Witnesses say that Walpole then brandished a lighter saying, "I'll do it," and Loader reportedly replied, "Go on, do it." He was immediately engulfed in flames. He survived but sustained burns to over 60% of his body. He can no longer expose his skin to the sun, and his body struggles to regulate its temperature because his sweat glands were burnt off. At a pre-sentence hearing, Walpole wept in the witness box as she unsuccessfully attempted to explain what she had done. "I would do anything to go back in time," she said. A woman who set her childhood friend on fire after he made what she deemed misogynistic comments has been jailed for a minimum 4.5 years. Corby Walpole had hoped to receive a non-custodial sentence, but was put away for a maximum 7 years and 6 months after a judge rejected her plea for mercy. Judge Jennifer English rejected any suggestion Walpole had been provoked when she attacked Jake Loader in an act of destructive and horrifically painful violence.
I don't give a shit, okay? What a man, what anybody says to you. It does not give you the right to completely, utterly alter a person's life. It doesn't give you the right to harm someone. I don't give a shit how misogynistic or misandrous anyone says something to you. I don't care what someone says to you. It doesn't give you the right to destroy someone, to harm someone, to almost kill somebody. I don't give a shit. And this is the insanity that we are facing right now. Misandry, misogynist, go to the kitchen. Where's the hate? Where's the hate? It sounds like more like your friends. You're joking around, you're playing around, and you lit him on fire. This is what is going on with women. Words. What happened to, sticks and stones can hurt my bones, right? But words would never hurt me. Really? This is the insanity of women. Words. And you would try to kill somebody over words. And you know what I hate the most, right? I show you the comment sections. You get it, oh, it's satire, right? They're joking, or they're trying to copy it, because what? Men doing also? That shows you that. It shows you that, you know what? Women are no better than men. Women are no better than men. Because if it was reverse, no man can say that they're joking. No man can say it's satire. It's not real, it's fake. We're playing around with the toxic comments they do. But that's fine, right? No. If women do it, it's satire. Oh, they're copying it. You are lowering yourself to those toxic people. You're lowering yourself to the toxic, internet, right? The toxic people that would make fun of female victims. You are lowering yourself. You are no different. You are no better than the people who insult or make fun of or is derogatory to female victims. True, right? Actual female victims. You are no better. Because you know what? Instead of showing the sympathy in something that's so horrific, you use it to make a point. What kind of point? That you are no different than the men or the disgusting people you point out? You are just like them then. Because given the opportunity, you don't take the high road. You don't turn the other cheek. No. You say the same shit. This is our society right now. You are no better than the people you talk about, than the people you try to be against. That was horrific. For something so stupid, words, she destroyed a man's life. And women, in particular, are using this as an opportunity. Right? Well, when that happens to women, men, toxic, shitty men, disgusting men, say terrible things. Yeah, that should be condemned. But what you do is that, okay, now, you given the chance, you would do it. You are going to say shitty things. That makes sense. What does that prove? That proves you that if given a chance, women would do the same thing. Women would say the same thing. Women would be no different than the disgusting men they hate. It's like, this is mankind. This is mankind. It's absolutely disgusting. It really is. It's like, do we not have any decorum? Do we not, this is a theory I have, right? A theory I have. That let's say hypothetically, we have this years of oppression, right? White men oppressing the black man. Men oppressing women. Okay, men having power. White men having power. A theory I have that if it was reversed, if let's say women had power or black men or black people had power, they would do the same thing. They would oppress, let's say, white people. Women would oppress men, because by proof, right? We've seen it. When given power, they are no different than the people they're against. I have yet to see, okay, the difference when they have power. Because honestly, women do have power right now, and they treat men like shit. Okay, we see how how the black community have social power, and they treat white people like shit. So really, you are no different than the oppressors you complain about. When given opportunities, right, given opportunities to show you that you would be better, right, you show that you're not. Yeah.
I don't know if this happens to anybody else, but the anger I get from making eye contact with a man is like so ridiculous sometimes. Look at the hives I just got, literally just from making eye contact with a man. I literally feel so disgusted. I feel like... Ew! It stresses me out! Don't look at me!
It looks like you're stressing yourself out. I swear to God, what's the difference between that and women haters, right? Incels. What's the difference? This new age of like femcels are like, it's tiring. This is a thing where, I'm sorry, we have such a huge group of women that are mentally unstable. They are mentally unstable. They need psychiatric help. They need mental help. It's like, seriously? I don't know. I just... So just looking at someone, right, having eye contact with someone is making you angry. Get a life. Get a life. This is the thing, right? This is why I've said this countless times before. I'm a big supporter of women just staying single. Stay single, decenter men, stop dealing with men, okay? I support it. Be single for the rest of your life. Now, the insanity of like you hoping that no men will ever look your direction and you won't ever see a man in your vicinity, well, you're just next level delusional. Next level delusional. You want that? How about live in the woods? Live in the woods. Be a hermit. Disconnect from reality and civilization. I swear, this shit is like tiring. It really is. And then you're surprised that, you know what? Things like this is what produces the incels. What produces terrible men. What produces how dating is terrible as it is. Shit like this. Women like this. Unstable women. And it's sad. It's honestly, it's getting sad. Because I think more and more women becoming man-haters. They're also becoming emotionally unstable along with it. Because honestly, it's like the women that say, oh, I want to decenter men, constantly talk about men. Constantly thinking about men. If you decenter men, every man should be invisible to you. You shouldn't. Why were you even looking? Why were you making eye contact with a man? He should be invisible, right? You shouldn't even be looking in the direction of a man if you're decentering men. Women like this is just tiring. And then imagine having to deal with that every day. Insane.
America, please get me out of this place. I'm tired. I'm losing my shit. Tired. I'm fucking 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 tired.
It's just the happy, single, independent, strong women that, I hear so much about. This is a thing where women are so unstable nowadays. Here's the thing where, one thing that I hate about, my fellow Americans is that they can be so stupid, delusional, and sometimes hypocrites, or a lot of times. This is a thing where, I just look it up. Birthright Africa is a non-profit organization that offers fully funded trips to Africa for youth and young adults of African descent in the United States. And not just Africa, but you have the freedom to leave. Apply for citizenship somewhere else and leave. It is not that, it's not rocket science to, you can leave the US. I see so many videos of people leaving for China, Canada, the Dominican Republic, and so many other countries. Leave. I honestly believe America would be better off having less of these mentally unstable people. I believe America would be better off having less of these American-hating people. I believe so. So this is a thing where it's really not rocket science. People, it's like, you hear this every day. People immigrate here from other countries. You could do the same. You can immigrant to other countries from here. So why are you so stupid and you can't do that? Because these people, okay, I think they are entitled. They honestly can't live in other countries because they won't get the same rights, same privileges, same opportunities. So they don't want to do it. Plus, some of them fail in the U.S., which is kind of funny. You fail in the U.S., you know that you go to any other country, you most likely will fail as well. It's because of who you are, your work ethic, your mentality. This type of woman will most likely fail in any country she goes to because of her mental state, what type of person she is. And so, really, that's most likely why people like this wouldn't leave. I also want to say that this is a thing where you see videos every day about women, spewing feminism or how great they are, how well they're doing. But when you actually dig deeper, women are not doing well. Mentally, they are more women than ever are on antidepressants. More women than ever. More women than ever are single and most likely will never get married or have children. I honestly believe pushing women to do the grind, right? The work grind, to be their strong, independent self, to, shape their life around a career. It's getting them nowhere. But, what can I say? For me, I just sit back and just watch, right? Everything is women's actions. Women are, the matriarchy is in control. So let's see how the world that women created will burn.
I do not feel safe around black men at all. If I'm at the grocery store and I see one walking towards me down the aisle, I go in the opposite direction, or I just hope he leaves me the fuck alone. When I'm at the gas station and I see them, same thing. And don't let me see them in a group. You do not have to worry about me. Black men tend to think that they own us black women. I hope that makes sense to somebody. They think that they own us. When we tell them, I'm not interested, when they try to holler at us, they continue to talk to us. Some of them even get violent with us. I had this man walking in circles following me at the grocery store, and I had told him no already. If I see white men, I don't know, maybe they're racist, maybe they don't find me attractive, maybe they're intimidated, I don't know, but they leave me the fuck alone. Every other race, exact same fucking thing. Black men, no. They keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and keep on going, and I've been in so many scary situations because a black man did not want to take no for an answer. Why do black men act like this with us? Why do they act like they own us? Why are they so aggressive and angry with us? Somebody help me understand this. I do not feel safe around black.
I'm not a black man, obviously. But my content, my YouTube channel, my TikTok, I support men, good men. So I see things like this and I was like, at least online and by my, For You page, I don't see as much vitriol, as much hate towards one particular group of men than any other men compared to black men. I see more black women hating on black men than I see other race of women. But this is the thing that's funny because I would think with black women, with their mindset, like, racism or stuff like that, they come to say, oh, black people aren't a monolith. Okay, fine. Go with that ideology. Then why are black men a monolith? This is the thing where I have a problem with this, where they don't understand this rhetoric is dangerous. It's hurtful because because this is the thing where things like this, women don't understand, where in the past, women have said these things before. Guess what type of men listen? Good men. So good men stay away from you. Guess what men don't care? Bad men. And that's something that women have to understand. There is a distinction. There are good men, there are bad men. Guess what type of men respect women and listen to all the shit women say? Good men. So now you left only with bad men. You're dealing with bad men. And because you're only left with bad men and you don't interact with good men anymore because they listen to the shit you say, that's the world around you. That's how you built your world. Only interacting with bad men. And that's also thanks to women's rhetoric. Because of shit like this, you hate black men, or in other cases, you hate men in general, so men listen. You call men creeps, you said men should never approach. Okay, men, good men, listen. They listen, so they stay away. But here's the thing, bad men don't give a shit of what you say. So they will still interact, they will still do the things that you hate. But now you don't have good men on your side. You don't have good men protecting you. You don't have no one actually that should protect you. Because this is the thing a lot of women forget. They keep on remembering providing, but they keep on forgetting protection. That is one thing that men provide, protection from other men. This is something like only women fail to grasp reality. Women and men, we live in a world where you cannot divorce interaction with men, with women. Unless you are living in the forest, you're a hermit. Okay, but if you live in actual society, you can't get away from interacting with the opposite gender. So that's a reality that we have to understand. And part of the reality is why men were so important, good men were so important, to protect you from bad men. But since you want to shoo all men away, well, guess what? You are only dealing with bad men. And going back to the race thing, this shit is really tiring. It's like, why label black men a monolith when you know race-wise you wouldn't do that, right? Oh, black people aren't a monolith. You know, if a group of black people act ghetto, you shouldn't blanket statement all black people. Okay, fine, but why label black men like that? Why not understand they're good men, they're bad men? Sadly, you are only dealing with bad men, and wake up, realize that. That's why things like this, where I do feel bad for black men in the sense that, at least in a case like this, it's usually women of your own complexion hating on you. I don't really see that often, not saying there's none, but all that often of other races of women, and it's sad. This is a statue in Norway trying to represent, since men can pee in public, women can do it too. This is a thing where I can never understand certain people's mindset. Why do you want to be like other people? Why do you want to, instead of being the better person, being the bigger person, you would want to be just like them? Right? Like I said, that is a statue in Norway. The artist is intending that, oh, men can pee in public, so women can do it too. Why do you want to? This is a thing where it's like, are you no different than men then? Are you just the same as men? That's the insanity, okay? I've seen this where, you know, men do heinous, well, a select few, in my opinion, do heinous things to, let's say, children. So, and then women complain, oh, men are this, da. But then you see teachers, right? Female teachers also doing heinous things to minors, to children. It's like, this is the thing where it shows you men and women are no different. And I already know that men and women are no different. But you go the extra effort, like in a statue, right? Trying to represent that men and women are no different. Instead of, you know what? How about actually do your best to show that we are different? So I do it where, you know what? I'm different than these shitty, disgusting men out there. Why not? Why would you want to be the same as terrible people, or do the same things, do the same shitty, terrible acts as other people? Peeing outside, peeing in the, I don't know, public is not the most glamorous thing. So you want to be like, oh, you know, men do it, I'm going to do it too. It's like, if I saw someone like, steal in a place of business, I'm gonna go to that person's place of business and steal in their place too. Just sort of like, yeah, you did it, I can do it too. What the hell is that? I'd rather be like, no, I'm better than you. I'm not you. But it's like, I see it more and more. It's like, sometimes women want to be just like men. They want to be just like men. I have another video of how a woman, okay, because a man said something misogynistic to her. It's like, go to the kitchen. She lit him on fire. She lit him on fire. And then in her comment section, right, a whole bunch of women making jokes, cracking jokes, saying a whole lot of heinous things. And then the explanation is that it's satire, because men do it, women would do it. So you're just showing that you are no different than the terrible men you complain about. It's like, really? That's your protest? That you are no different than men? You're no different than the men you complain about. You're no different than the disgusting, misogynistic or evil men out there. You're no different. Yeah, that will get them, right? That will prove your point, that you are no different. You're no better than the men you complain about. Yeah, that makes sense.
I love when men yearn. Let's bring back men yearning for a woman, like doing anything for them, wanting them.
It's they're getting too confident and cocky.
What? Oh, men lately?
Yeah.
I know.
Men need to be put in their place. They need to realize that they have to worship women.
Agreed.
Let's normalize healthiness, healthy emotions, healthy amount of loving each other. Yearning, worshiping is like these unhealthy levels, okay, of attachments, of obsessions. Guess what that gets you? Guess what that brings out? That women cannot understand the consequences of. That creates instabilities like this shit. Like mentally unstable people, okay? Oh my God, you want him to worship you, like yearn for you, obsess with you. Guess what that creates? Unhealthy, okay, people. Let's normalize, okay, healthy levels of emotions. Right? Yearning, obsession, okay? Worshipping. Like, seriously, what does that create? Psychopaths, right? Let's normalize actual normal levels of emotions. Let's normalize where you both love each other relatively equally, where no one is obsessed with the other, okay? Let's normalize that shit. I swear to God, it's like It's amazes me that women desire men to worship them. Yet, do you not understand? You're pretty much asking for a stalker. That's what you're asking for. Someone to worship you. Yet, when men do that, you call it creepy. What the fuck do you want? Okay? I get it. What women actually want to say, is that the men that they want those men to be obsessed with them. But again, that is still unhealthy. Obsession, worshiping, yearning. I mean, yearning is, I get it. It's a kind of a romantic ideology term, thought process. But again, it kind of puts people in an unhealthy balance of emotion. It's too much. This is the thing where people don't recognize. And I find it weird with women where they can't understand emotion that well. That when you open the floodgates, let's say you want a man to cry. Well, okay, you want him to cry. But when he opens that floodgates and he's crying every single time, then you say he's a pussy or whatever. This is the thing where you gotta understand, emotions is not an easy thing to control. Women know that, okay? Hell, once a month or whatever, they know that they can get extremely emotional, uncontrollably sometimes. So really, it's like, stop wanting such unhealthy levels of emotions. That shit is what's dangerous. And this is the thing where I find it funny, where women are the ones to spew this crap out, but not understand the consequences of it. And then you get stupid men like that, saying, oh, worship women. Guess what? I wouldn't be surprised if the man said that, worship women. He would do psychopathic things as well. The pink hair explains a lot. I'm surprised she doesn't have a septum ring. I really am. I'm surprised. I feel safer in a room with 1,000 trans women, aka men, than I would with one cis man. So you feel safer in a room with 1,000 delusional men, mentally unstable men, than you do with one man that has his shit together? Men that know he's not a woman? Men that, is not a delusional man that's not mentally unstable? This is a thing where, you look at the left, you look at the liberals, you look at the Democrats, and you think that, man, why did we close so many mental asylums? Because you guys are fucking insane. You guys don't care about women. You care about men so much. Yet you also, want to hate men. It's like, no. This is the thing where women like this don't understand. They are being fooled by men. This is the thing where men know that you hate men. Right? You hate men. So what these delusional, mentally unstable men do is that they pretend to be women. So you can like them. So you can be fooled into liking them. This is the insanity. This is the insanity that these delusional people don't really understand. And this is why they don't care about women. They don't care about women. They care about men more, right? If they pretend to be women. But they don't care about women. This is the insanity. Okay? You look at the hypocrisies and delusions of the left. It is tiring. It is really tiring. Okay? It's like, you care so much about illegal immigrants, but you didn't say a peep when Obama did it. You know that illegal immigrants are being paid like nothing. Get paid like nothing. You don't say shit. But now that they are being deported, you're saying, oh, Americans, go take up their, underpaid labor. Really? It's like, I swear, these right here are the most crazy people we have in our country. Right? Like, I've said this countless times before. In my comment sections, these are the most racist. These people are the most racist people. Okay? Saying so many racist remarks. These people say so many body shaming, languages, comments. So many these people are supposedly, pro body positivity, but a lot of body shaming words against me. A lot of racist comments. A lot of comments telling I'm going to be deported. I should be deported. And honestly, a lot of death threats. This side is just, the hypocrisy. At least the right, you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. Okay? There's no like, oh, they're not trying to, hide that who they are. These people are fakes. Right? These people are fakes and delusional. I also said this before, right? People like this have ruined young boys, have ruined young men. Okay? All this right here shows you why men are trying to be women. Because all the hate, okay, all the negativity you push towards young men, young boys, that's why they like, oh my God, women hate men so much, I'm going to pretend to be women so I can be accepted, right? So I can be accepted. These people, they are disgusting, okay? They are disgusting. They are creating the mentally ill, right? The mentally ill. They are creating them. And they are destroying the young men. They are destroying them. Okay? They are trying to turn them into women.